Okay, but seriously, nobody is talking about the fact that Ben Affleck, when the first film came out, was married to a Jennifer, and since then, between that and the sequel coming out, he has divorced that Jennifer, married a different Jennifer, and divorced her too.
Yeah.
Man, when I first saw that there was a sequel coming out, I basically said, please God, no, because I assumed they were about to ruin it. How could you not be about to ruin it? How could you make a sequel to this? And yet this, it definitely doesn't ruin it. Although, and I hate to be that guy, there's not that much accounting in it. I am that guy. The Accountant 2 stars Ben Affleck as Christian Wolf. The Accountant 2 is also a crazy badass mercenary, and he's also autistic as hell. And jonbernthal as his brother Braxton, which is a dumb name if you ask me, but he's also a mercenary, but they don't work together until now when they do, because two brothers come together and work to save a school full of children. Where did that ending come from? Doesn't matter. Primarily, above anything else, this is a film about a brotherly relationship, and no matter what you think of any of the other elements going on here, it is so fucking good at being that. Like, it's incredible. Ben Affleck and jonbernthal are so good together. They have so much chemistry. And that is so much harder to find than even like a romantic chemistry, like to put that together on screen. I think this is harder to do, getting true like brotherly feeling, because there's so many, I don't know, different aspects to a brotherly relationship. And this is pitch perfect. Speaking of which, Anna Kendrick is not back, which I feel like is a real shame because I love her. But also, the film doesn't miss a beat. It had a bigger cast last time to focus on. But this one, I don't know, it's happier to not bring in new big stars to replace the ones that they lost, and instead, A, focus more on the kind of main characters and on their relationship, which is great, and B, to focus more on like the neuro-divergent aspects, you know, having all the kids at like Harbour Neuroscience working with Justine for him. I feel like the film kind of sacrificed showing Ben Affleck solving puzzles in lots of cool ways and doing accounting and stuff to include more scenes of the kids doing that. And honestly, I'm fine with that. It was great. The story is a little convoluted at times. I was fine with the new mystery, with the new mysterious character, but at its heart, this film cares mostly about neurodivergent representation and the brotherly bond. And I don't mind that because it manages to stay in very much the same genres as the first film while doing that. Admittedly, there's a lot more of like Ben Affleck quirky autistic comedy. But also, he's really good at doing it, and it worked really well for me. If The Accountant 3 saw him just go on dating on the spectrum, I'd kind of be there for it. I mean, the speed dating bit sold me on this film. When that scene happened, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, right. Settled into my chair in the cinema like, hell yeah, here we go, I'm ready. The look on jonbernthal face watching Ben Affleck line dancing and being like, that's my big brother, that is cinema. I mean, that was just so great. It's so heartfelt and funny and action-packed. It's got a lot more in some of these elements than the first film did. The first film felt like such a hodgepodge. I'm not saying this is better, it's not. But it manages to hit the benchmark, the very important benchmark to me for a sequel, where I'm actually kind of coming out of it like, yeah, if I watch the first film in the future, I'd just be ready to turn it into a doubleheader with this one. And that's huge. If a sequel manages to do that, it has done its job as far as I'm concerned, you know? And I do think that it's just, I just love the brotherly relationship a lot. I just find that so charming because jonbernthal, I mean, walking around at the beginning with his bulge out for an extended period of time, there was that. But then he wants to get a dog and then instead he reconnects with his brother. And Christian as well has this like character growth to him, which is so interesting because he very much feels like the same character as the first film. But this is an exemplary piece of showing how a character could change, like grow between films, especially because it's been almost 10 years. And yet he still feels the same. Like he is actually looking for companionship now, and he does feel loneliness in a way that he wouldn't have 10 years ago, really. I love that. I love that they added that in as well. So overall, not a perfect film. Pretty weird film. Didn't blow me away, but probably beat my expectations for what I thought this was going to be. So I'm giving Your Dad's Gonna Love This and Your Uncle Too 4 stars. There's just so many places you could go for another sequel here, but let's not wait another decade. Ben Affleck will be in his 60s, and he'll have scoured the world for more Jennifers. God knows what will have happened by then.